can also take it up and show them around. Yeah.
Hello.
Yay! I'm so glad.
So Heather's going to speak in English and me in French. So do you want
All
to
right,
go
great. So go ahead whenever you two are ready. We've got the Museum of Nature here. We've got an audience waiting to listen to you. And we will have a classroom joining us shortly as well.
Okay. So the classroom's not there yet?
No, but they'll be joining in here.
Okay. So are you in a classroom or in a tower?
So Felicity is in Ottawa, and then the Museum of Nature is
So you don't have a bunch of kids in front of you?
No, I don't.
But there will be a class.
Yeah. There. Is that right?
Yeah, they'll pop up.
Where are they? Where are they?
Brampton.
Where is this?
Just north of Toronto.
Okay. So I won't say that to them, like, where is this?
We can't even tell them where we are. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, she's still going.
It's a joke.
Oh my God.
All right, so would you guys like to introduce yourselves to the crowd at the Museum of Nature?
Well, is the classroom already connected, or?
I think they'll join later, so we'll just, once they join, we can say hi to them, but we've got these people waiting over here, so.
Okay, so we'll start like this. Like, what do you see now? Is it funny for them?
Sure.
It's okay, like, oh.
I have the lens caps on.
Okay. Take these off.
But the museum can see us.
Yeah, but it's going to, they can see us now, the museum?
Yeah.
Yes, they can. They're watching you.
Okay. It's more funny, though.
I see nothing because the lens caps are on.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
But
Can we hear them?
I don't understand.
Mireille, do we hear the kids, or like, do we hear the people at the museum?
Yeah, they're gonna pop in so that once they join,
So they just wait as well. Is that right?
Yeah, but you guys can start and they'll join in.
Really?
Yeah, they'll come in. Yeah, and they'll be able to ask you guys questions.
Okay, but we don't hear them.
Not for now, but when they ask.
Now you should. I just turned on their microphone, so you should hear them now.
Okay. Oh, hi, everyone. How are you?
Hello, we're great. Nice to see you.
Good. This is our first Google Live, so we're hoping that this works really well.
Awesome. We're really happy to be able to connect to both of you.
So, well, my name's Heather. I'm Heather Moyse. I'm from Prince Edward Island.
Et moi, mon nom, c'est Mylène Paquette. Je viens de Montréal. And sorry, madame, can you please don't step on Arctic right now? On the floor? Yeah, it's not good for us. Thank you. So, je m'appelle Mylène Paquette. Je viens de... Ah, il y a une autre classe qui... There's the other classroom there. They'll figure it out. They'll just go. Okay, go. So, my name is Mylène Paquette. Je viens de Montréal. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens qui parlent français dans la salle? Levez la main. Nobody...
Oh, yes!
Oui, il y a des francophones. Ouais! Est-ce qu'on peut faire un peu de bruit, les francophones? Ouais! Wow! Il y a même du bruit ici. C'était quelqu'un qui a ouvert la porte. Donc, je ne sais pas si vous avez entendu parler de mon aventure en 2013 et aussi en 2010. J'ai traversé l'Atlantique à la rame 2 fois. Une fois avec des amis, une fois seule, du Canada à la France. Et je suis ici, je participe à ces 3. J'ai été invitée de venir faire partie de l'expédition et je trouve ça super, merveilleux. J'adore cette expédition-là et ça me permet d'entrer en contact avec plein de gens, remettre en question plein d'idées préconçues que j'avais peut-être sur l'Arctique et de peut-être même espérer de revenir faire un tour dans l'Arctique, peut-être à la rame et peut-être à la voile. Alors voilà. Si vous avez des questions, je suis là pour répondre en français et en anglais.
Ben, merci beaucoup, Mylène. Oui, on a entendu parler de ton exploit absolument extraordinaire. Et puis, on est vraiment impressionnés, en tout cas, de voir ce que tu as accompli. Et aussi, tu as été la première gagnante du prix nature, Inspiration Nature au Musée canadien de la Nature. Donc, bravo encore.
Merci, je suis super fière de ce prix-là d'ailleurs. Merci, je le vois tous les jours dans mon bureau, je pense souvent à vous.
So Lenny is the first person to have she did it once by herself and twice by other people. So she has been chosen to be so if you have any questions, il y a une école aussi qui vient se joindre. Ah, OK. On a une question pour Mylène.
Oh, OK. Do you want me, est-ce que vous voulez qu'on présente Heather d'abord puis qu'on prenne les questions tout de suite après?
Oui, let's do that. Yes, Heather, go for it. Introduce yourself.
Je m'appelle Heather Moyse. Ça fait longtemps depuis que j'ai parlé en français, alors je vais continuer à parler en anglais. I'm Heather Moyse. I'm from Prince Edward Island, and I am a two-time Olympic gold medalist in the sport of bobsledding. Lucky to be on this trip, to be able to share my gold medals with with not only the people, merci, thank you, with not only the people here on board, because it has been truly amazing making some new friends, but also meeting all of the people in the communities we've been able to visit on shore and talking about the stories and the different messaging. I mean, the medal from Vancouver itself talks completely about unity and about being connected to not only all of the other athletes, because all of the medals actually combine to make one big, large design. But it just reflects what we're actually doing on this expedition, which is talking about how we are connected to not only each other, but also our planet, our environment, the animals. And it's truly been a wonderful learning experience for me. I've traveled, you know, in places all over the world, in Antarctica a year and a half ago, not to mention all the way across Canada. But to be able to see a part of my country that I was also representing in the 3 Olympic Games in which I competed, it's been truly so yeah, we're just really excited to be here, and we've been learning a lot, talking about environmental issues, reconciliation, youth engagement, and diversity, and it's really, truly been a good learning experience for me.
Fantastic. Yay, thank you, Heather. That's wonderful. Yay.
So, moi, j'ai la chance d'avoir le prix Inspiration Nature du Musée canadien de la nature, et Heather a 2 médailles.
C'est super. Okay.
Merci.
You want to open the floor to questions? Est-ce qu'on peut aller à des questions maintenant?
How do you get open questions from the different rooms? Will they just Okay.
Hi, everybody. This is Felicity from Canada C3 again. I noticed that we have our classroom from Brampton has joined us, so I just wanted to give them the opportunity to say hi.
Parfait. Oui. Oui.
Hi.
Hello. Hey. That's super cool. We can see those hands and like this. Cool. Oh.
There we go.
There's a little head as well. Cool.
Yay.
So cool.
Alors, on peut répondre les questions en anglais ou en français?
Yeah.
Okay, English in Brampton, and in Ottawa we have English and French. Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so
someone's
over to the classroom in Brampton. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask?
Any other question?
What do you guys eat on the boat?
What do you eat on the boat?
We are very. What do we eat? Oh yeah. On a mangé. So
this is English.
Okay, so go ahead.
Oh, well, we can share. Yeah. Okay. We are actually really, really lucky. So I'm not sure if you've seen a picture of the boat we're on. Do you know the picture of the boat we're on? It is an old, I hope you can, I'm sure your teacher can look it up actually. It's pretty cool. It's this big, huge Canadian Coast Guard vessel made of steel, and it's all painted red and white for Canada. And we have got some pretty good cooks on board, and we're eating way better than I thought. So what did we have? We've had steak.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that I gained weight till I'm here because I had 2 plates each dinner.
Last night we had spaghetti. We have options. We have spaghetti and meat sauce, like spaghetti bolognese sauce.
Et des pétoncles.
What's that?
Scallops.
Oh, scallops, shrimp and scallops. And actually, we have kind of a celebrity chef on board. Now, maybe not a celebrity like you've seen on TV, but he owns a restaurant in Ottawa. And it's called L'Atelier. And it is apparently like a top high-end restaurant. So he actually cooked everyone on board a fancy schmancy meal the other day, and it was delicious. Like it was like lobster rolls wrapped in avocado, and listen, it was crazy. I was a little bit concerned before coming on the boat because when I was in Antarctica a year and a half ago, we ate oatmeal, I think, every day. And so this time I brought, a few snacks on board for myself.
Too. And I was scared that I could not eat as much as I wanted. And then finally,
now we're eating too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many good things.
Great. Thanks, Heather and Milan. Now, I'm just going to head over to the Museum of Nature and see if there's any questions over there.
There's another class. We got you. We're good.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we have a great question. We want to know if any one of you has done a polar plunge yet.
A polar what?
A polar plunge.
A polar plunge.
You know what?
Polar swim.
Plonger?
Oui, c'est ça.
Dans l'eau.
No.
Not us. Me, I'm afraid of water.
And I get cold so easily that I walked in it yesterday. I took my shoes and socks off, and we had a landing by a beach, and we hiked to this almost like a lake that fed into the. It was amazing, but it was all this glacier water, and we walked in it, a few of us bare feet, and I lasted maybe, I'd like to say 3 seconds, but that might be generous. One of our participants, though, Chantal, she's from Nova Scotia, and she went swimming yesterday. Right. Now, I'm not saying she's all there in the head, but I'm just kidding. She's very lovely, and she went swimming. She went paddling on a kayak, and then she just decided that she was going to go swimming. So, I mean, we had a beautiful day yesterday.
Right. Et il y a 2 jours, on est allé faire du paddleboard et du kayak. Et les kayaks qu'ils nous ont prêtés, c'est des kayaks faits à la main, vraiment, vraiment extraordinaires. Donc, Heather a essayé les kayaks. Moi, j'ai fait du paddleboard parce que j'aime ça. Et il n'y avait plus de kayak disponible. Et puis, on est même allé, j'ai emmené Heather boire à une source d'eau, un glacier qui fondait. C'était super bon. Nos doigts étaient gelés, par contre, mais c'était super bon. Et pendant ce temps-là, Heather a découvert une carcasse, pas une carcasse, un squelette de baleine, de narval sur la plage. Donc, on est allé voir ça après. Donc, on a vraiment exploré près de Clyde River.
Okay, I'm just gonna say in English for our Brampton people. So yes, we were just basically talking. We were asked if anybody had done a polar plunge into the freezing cold water, and one of our participants did do that yesterday.
In English.
Yeah, but then I'm going to talk about what you said. And the day before that, we went on. I did some kayaking, and Mylène went on a stand-up paddleboard. And Mylène showed us there was a glacier, like this snow ice cap that was melting, and we were able to put our hands underneath that and just drink the fresh water. And then we also saw just up on the bank there was a skeleton, a big, huge skeleton of a whale, and we realized, we didn't realize. We talked to one of the scientists on board that it's actually it was the skeleton of a narwhal, which is one of those whales that has the big, huge tusk. tusk. Yeah, big tusk. And so it was really, really interesting to see these, I don't know, archaeologists and people kind of discovering these things and explaining to us how to narwhal or like what kind of whale it is when it's just, you know, bones basically. Yeah. So it was very, very interesting. Yeah. Now, that being said, you talked about polar plunge. Yesterday was beautiful. So we were in an area where there's not a lot of snow and ice on the water. Yeah. It's just we were looking at kind of the receding glaciers. Whereas the first 2 days where we were just on the boat, we were literally breaking ice. Like we're in an icebreaker. So we were literally breaking through ice and unable to get to land because the ice was so thick coming all the way up from the land. So I don't think she would have done a polar plunge with the icebergs around.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
No. So just putting it in perspective, it's just really crazy to me to be able to see. I mean, there was green vegetation in some areas, which is a little bit sad because that means that the glacier has been receded for that many years. But it has it was just it's a very different even environment and that I would have expected having seen Antarctica, last year.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And c'est vraiment différent aussi de ce que j'ai vu sur l'océan.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting. I think it would be cool for everybody to see a bit about where you guys are now. Would you be able to move the camera a little bit, do you think?
Sure. Yeah. Right now, we are in what's called the bridge of the boat.
Yeah.
So this is where,
this is where the captain sits normally. So c'est là où le capitaine dirige le bateau, sinon les officiers.
And so this is where all of the magic happens up here. They can see everything. Now, I'm going to show you the view that they have. And unfortunately, today is the first day where it's so foggy. You can't really see very much.
I don't know if you see the place here, the Titanic in front of the boat, the people does that, just there.
So I think you can see the front of the boat, but really it's so foggy. They can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, it's very, very foggy out today. So unfortunately, we can't show you any land because we ourselves can't see land. But it's just been gorgeous. We've had we've gone through some crazy fjords, what they call fjords. And there are these, I guess, where glaciers have kind of carved out through creating these big mountains. They've just been amazing. Rock faces and.
Juste pour vous montrer un peu ce que ça a l'air, je peux juste vous montrer. Voilà ce que ça avait l'air hier. Je ne sais pas si vous voyez. Quand on a pris notre marche, ça ressemblait à ça. Et c'est des glaciers, des choses extraordinaires qu'on voit. Alors voilà. Et des paysages extraordinaires.
Wow, very cool. So that's what you saw yesterday. That looks beautiful. I think I'm going to go back to the museum for one last question, and then we'll go back to our classroom for another question. So let's check in at the museum.
They're deciding their question.
Yeah. Je pense qu'il y avait une question à Ottawa tantôt.
Okay, so we have one question from the audience about the C3 ship. So we wanted to know what sort of interesting wildlife you've seen since you've been on the ship. Quelle sorte de faune sauvage vous avez vu d'intéressant depuis que vous êtes sur le bateau?
Yeah, so on n'a pas vu énormément de nature. La semaine avant nous, ils ont vu des ours blancs.
We saw one.
Yeah, we saw one. Actually, l'ours blanc qu'on a vu, il était tellement loin, il était tellement petit que ça compte pas vraiment.
Okay, so
mais il était mignon. Dans nos longues vues, on pouvait voir une tache jaune se promener. On pouvait peut-être imaginer qu'il marchait vers le large ou vers nous, mais on voyait plutôt sa tête se tourner. Mais c'était vraiment difficile de le voir. Ouais. On était plus comme ça.
Ouais. So just for the English for Brampton, the question was, what wildlife did we see? And we have seen one polar bear, one who was very, very, very small. And it actually probably wasn't small at all. It was just that it was so far away it was actually on the big, huge ice chunks as we were, you know, breaking ice. And it was far away, and it literally was just lying there, not doing much, just turning his head around and whatever. And we could only really see them with our binoculars, so it was pretty far. Some people, we've seen some seals.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
We've seen some seals kind of pop up their heads a little bit, but nothing on ice.
Yeah. Oh, and it was really fun yesterday. J'ai participé aux recherches scientifiques un peu et j'ai attrapé des araignées. Donc, dans des gros sacs Ziploc pour qu'on puisse les analyser et voir c'est quoi des araignées arctiques. J'ai trouvé des tiques. Mites.
Yeah.
Red mites. It was like, wow. And the scientists were pretty excited that I found one. I found some, so I was really proud of that. I was like, I found mites.
And there have been birds. Birds kind of swooping around our boat. And it's really interesting because for me, I was just surprised that there were birds with no land anywhere close by. So, I mean, the birds just kind of swooping, like swooping by the ship and around. And it's just been interesting. We're determined, though, to see
when a whale
and a whale. When we get off the boat, we have to. There are 3 or 4 what they call bear guards first. So we end up taking these Zodiac boats with rafts with motor into shore. But the first people who have to go to shore are in these bright neon-colored vests, and they've got like shotguns with like the rubber bullets or this noise makers and stuff like that. So they have different stages of kind of security, and they have to go in different areas and kind of establish a perimeter, like within which we can kind of safely explore, I guess. Yeah. But we've all been told that we kind of need to stay in clusters or groups just purely for the safety of whether there's a polar bear coming who at this time of year might be a little bit hungry. So
yeah.
All right, let's check in Brampton. Do you have a question over there? One last question.
What inspiration have you got to get on the boat?
What inspired you to get on the boat?
Say it one more time. Repeat that, please.
What inspired you to the boat?
What
to be on the boat?
What inspired us to get on the boat?
Yeah.
Sorry, it was cutting out a little bit. Okay, yeah. Okay. So what inspired you to be part of this?
Oh God, when I received an email inviting me to come aboard, I was pretty excited because I really wanted to come in Antarctica. So what inspired me? Well, so I could not say no. It was like when I received that email, I was feeling like it's my birthday. I received that gift to be a part of that super adventure. So I just jumped in, and I was wishing to make myself new friends and to see wildlife and to meet people over here. Yeah, that was my
And for me, I think it's the same thing. I mean, some people actually had to write letters and apply to get a position on this boat. And so I think we both feel very lucky that we received emails, I guess just after Christmas or in the New Year, to come and join this expedition. And I mean, in some ways, you have to kind of look at your schedule and figure out what's happening. But in the other sense, sometimes when you get presented these opportunities that are so crazy and amazing, they don't come around all the time. So the chance of going on another trip like this would be really not very likely. So sometimes you get these opportunities that are kind of once in a lifetime opportunities. And so sometimes the other things in your life have to be put on hold because of something that is just so extraordinary and something you're going to learn. And I think that knowing what we were going to be able to learn on this trip and be able to bring back and share with people and all the stuff about this part of our country, it's still part of our country that is so uniquely different and very, very special. I feel like it's just been a real gift. And so it's like you said, birthday present where you just be here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Heather. Merci beaucoup, Mylène. Thank you to our classroom, and merci au Musée de la Nature. I think that's it for our Google Hangout. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And so I guess this is my last chance to wave goodbye. Oh, and we've got a visitor. I think that was Alex, our Zodiac driver.
He's a bear hunter. Yeah, a bear hunter, a bear spotter, a bear guard. Yes. Classroom, Brampton, and museum.
Bye.